a winner. I was born to be a winner. I was born to be a winner. Working hard to be a winner. Working hard to be me. Working hard to be me. 'Cause I was born to be a winner. I am born to be a winner. Michael King, hi, good night. How are you again? Welcome back. I was born to be a winner. I was born to be a winner. Good night, Michael King. Good. I'm here. I was having struggle to go on my live just now, but I say I'm not giving up, because I have work to do. What time is it there? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. But I normally go to bed around 2 something. So I'm gonna finish. I clean up my fridge since night. Yes, when I get off live, did some things with my kids, have some people run up in the background, and clean up my fridge, clean out the dishes. Because I look and I'm like, where's all my dishes? Oh, you say it's, oh yes, oh yes, you got to say you're the an hour behind. So I said, where's all my things? So I was able to clean out the fridge. So I'm gonna finish wash up the dishes right now. And then I was reading a book with the kids, but their listening span with me is so short. So and they play around a little bit or so, so that was good for them. I don't stop them from playing around. So good night again, family. When you're working to achieve your goal, you just gotta go with the flow. You gotta go with listen to the powers of the voice that is telling you what to do, so that you can come out on the other end victorious. Because they say the more work you put in, the more result you will see. You know what I mean? So you have to listen sometimes to that part of you that giving you the ability. So you say, I was born to be a winner. I was born to be a winner. I was born. But it's something I was born by the rivers. And I know change will come. Change will come, but we gotta keep working. You know what I mean, family? Because if we don't work hard, we're not gonna know if change will come. So we gotta keep working hard, yeah? So I get out all my dishes out there already, and I washed up the stuff, and then I put my waist trainer on so I could get some work done. Michael said, don't let anything stop you from achieving your goals and dreams. Amen to that. Nothing. Because I'm telling you, I wanted to come online and I was trying to use my personal phone and it wouldn't even let it come online. Lee Rich, how are you? Oh, it's 12:15 a.m. by you. Oh, it's 1:16 here by me. So yeah. But we're gonna keep working. When you have a goal to achieve, people, you know how it go. People will tell you all the time. When I have a goal to achieve, it's like you can't sleep. Where you say, I can't get no sleep. I gotta move, I gotta move, I got to find me. I think that's what this song say. I gotta move, I gotta move, you gotta find me. So if anybody know that they're working on their craft, you're working on your YouTube channel or anything, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta listen to that voice that is telling you. When good things come into your head and it's telling you, you gotta listen. Yes, Michael said, I am in Durant. All right, so we gotta listen, family. You gotta listen to that powerful message that you're gonna get, because you might not get another one. So when it comes your way, you have to collect it. You know what I mean? Is that this? If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Everybody in the chat, tell me where you all from. No, we just you all from. Okay. Well, I'm from Jamaica, living in Michigan. So somebody, Little Rich, want to know where are we all from? Where are you from, Little Rich? Where are you from? Where is everybody from? And good night to each and every one. And thank you guys so much. So I take out everything out my fridge. The kids gone to bed and make sure they get something else to eat. And I clean out the stuff because I'm saying, where's all my dishes? They were in the fridge. Like sometimes you eat and you say, all right, then I don't want this food, so I'm going to put it down for later. And then when only to realize you stock your fridge like it's grocery you buy. It's not grocery, it's leftover. You say I'm from Dallas, Texas, moved to in Duranto, Oklahoma. Oklahoma sound like I'm just picturing Tacoma. You know the van Tacoma. So greetings to everyone from wherever they are. Greetings to you all, you know. And then I did a little DIY right here just now because I have on my, because the time's so hot, so I feel like this can help thaw out your waist, you know, melt the fat around your waist. So I put this kerchief around it. It look like a dress, right? It's not a dress. I put the kerchief around it so it can be more, you know, because it come all the way down to down here. Do you see the line where it stop? I don't know if you can see the line where it stop. The waist trainer, because it's a shirt thing. See, it's a shirt. But at the front, you have that thing there, so I put it there so you know I can be a little bit more professional. You know what I mean? Not showing too much where they say cleavage. Yeah, because I want to be respectful as much as possible. Maybe if I was exercising also, then that wouldn't be a problem. Licorice said, "Are you? I want to know where I am from." He said, "Are you? I want to know where I am from." You want to know where you're from? I will tell you all. I am from the most dangerous city in part of New York or Bronx. A lot of people live in Bronx though. Little rich, you know, you just have to know how to survive. You know, anywhere you live, there's always going to have a little city or a little town that is something, but you just got to know how to survive, you know, and work your way around the cities. Michael King said Deuteron isn't that far away from Dallas. Oh, that's nice. Hey, Keisha, have a good night. Thank you, my sister. How you doing? You know what I mean? So, anywhere we live, we're going to have a little town that is like in Jamaica, they say downtown, I love when rain a fall, uptown flood out. So you go always have that little city that is gonna have its own ups and downs. But what are we gonna do? We're gonna live the same way, right? We're gonna live and try to make a difference. You know, promote goodness so that we can reduce or eliminate the things that are once was. So now we can become, you know, we can tell stories and say once was. You know, because you have many cities now that used to be so horrible, now become something else. They say good night and may God bless your dreams or day. Thank you so much, Michael. Have a blessed night. And thank you for stopping by. Thank you for always supporting. Thank you so much. I appreciate so much, you know. But anywhere we live, family, remember you can survive, okay? You can survive anywhere. It depends on how we look at life and what we tell ourselves, you know. Because sometimes we look into the eyes of other people and not realizing that we need to look into the eyes of us too to see where we are going. You know, you can't look through somebody's eye, then you're going to bunk up into something. You have to learn to look through the eyes of where you are going. You know, because sometimes we see life and we say, but we're not lifing. Yes, you're life in your life. You have many more tomorrows. You know, he said, I will be back tomorrow if you're alive and have a blessed night or day. Thank you so much, Michael King. Appreciate. Blessing, manners, love, and respect. Have a blessed night now. All right. So Michael is out for the night. So peace to him and peace to everyone that have to go too. I am a 10-year-old. You 10-year-old, what you doing up at this time of the night? What time is it by you? Gotta be careful. Look, I don't know if you're a boy or a girl, but you gotta be careful. Go get some rest. Your rest is adequate. Very important, you know, get some rest. Listen, I want everybody to support me, but at the same time, if you're young and you're on here, I would encourage you to go get some rest. It's very important to get your rest. You know, I know it's summer and everything, but it's too late now. You know what I mean? You want to be able to get up in the morning and move about. You know, I'm old school now, so as much as I want the love and support, but I won't encourage no young people to pass their bedtime. You know what I mean? I know it's summer and it's hot and everything, but if I'm on live in the morning time and you want to stop by or anything, fine, but not this hours of the night, okay? I respect, you know, I respect, because if it's my children too, I want people to run them to go to bed too. You know what I mean? Not to say that you're going to discipline them, but I want them to know that rest is important. And when you're so young, you don't want to bleed yourself for the whole night and then the next day you can't function. You know what I mean? So rest is important. So if you're young, go get some rest, you know? It's so much. It's good to be you know, can stand the test of time, but you have a whole life ahead of you. Okay, so rest is important. You can always meet me in the daytime, but no young people, anybody too young, no at night, these hours of the night, no. I appreciate your support, but I'd rather you support me in the daytime. You know what I mean? Not at night. And not talking anything inappropriate, but I'm just saying your rest is important, especially when it comes to that. I'm a night person. I would be up and then by 2, 3 o'clock sometime I might go to bed. But at the same time, I want to respect people, children, if they're on the live or so forth, and make sure they go to bed and get rest. Because if mine is on the live too, people, may have some people who say, "What time is it?" They need to go to bed or say, what I mean, and I respect those persons for motivating and encouraging to, sometimes you give a little layaway till like 12 o'clock or so, but after 12 o'clock, no. I don't know what time is it in your ear, but I'm just saying in general, if you're young people, what I mean, grateful for the day, grateful for everything, but the elderly folks understand that without adequate rest, you can't function. It's like somebody who bleach all night and go to a party. The next day, they're done. They're done for the next day, unless they're going to take some kind of energy drink or something to keep them going so they can go to the people them job the next day. You know what I mean? But young people, don't bleach yourself to stay up to support me. Wait till in the morning, okay? Appreciate you, but wait till in the morning time where it's more in your favor. You know what I mean? Or you can't always watch a replay, you know what I mean? So yeah. But anyway, family, so we're here for the night and I am going to try and clean up right now. I'm gonna try and clean up. So I got some dishes I already washed and clean up some more from out the fridge. Because you can't believe I only had one dish left in my cupboard. So I'm like, wow, this is total embarrassment. One dege dish was left in my cupboard. And as a matter of fact, I feel like I want to drink a cup of tea too. Because my stomach not so wonderful. So I feel like I want to drink me a cup of tea or something. So I'm just going to put up these dishes up here. So, yes. Oh, and then I put the cup them over this side over here. So I put the cups them over here. I'll leave this cup because I'm going to make some tea. Feel like I want a cup of tea. So I hope everybody doing good who is up. That is doing good. And stuff like that. I'm a night owl. So if you're a night owl, I understand. So I hope I leave this out. Yes, family. So now I make room to wash up some more dishes. And then I'm also gonna put some more water in my kettle so I can make me a quick ginger lemon tea. So while I'm here chit chatting, I can have a cup of tea. You know what I mean? When the song when say, if you know what I mean. And then I'm gonna wash up all the other dishes now. Right here. Because I'm like, Lord of mercy, where all these dishes come from. So, I'm saying, where is all these dishes come from? But they come from somewhere. You know. So yeah. So I hope everybody doing good. I put my kettle on. This phone act like it's a this phone have so many security on it. I'm like, wow. When did I put all this security on the phone? It got so much security on it, family, I'm telling you. It made me wonder, when did I put all this security on the phone? You know what I mean? It made me wonder. Yeah. So let me get myself situated up and everything. So I'll be watching on that something there so I can see while I'm right here. I already have my water set up already. As I was washing and then I stopped to put the rest away. So I'm just gonna do it. And then the kids them get the chance to choose their book before they go to bed. And they were playing around and it's so funny. So while I'm here chit chatting and so forth, I'm like, alright, let me just come on. But they say feel the energy, you know? Because I'm determined to wash these dishes up and I'm just happy I took them out the fridge because I need to clean my fridge too. So I have these in bleach water. I love bleach. Bleach is very good. I like the bleach water. So just cleaning up the dishes. And then the lighting is not so wonderful. Such is life. We still have to keep working, you know what I mean? One day lighting will become better. One day everything will become better. So greetings to everyone. Greetings, greetings. Resilient in here in the kitchen, trying to get her stuff up. And then when we're done, I think we have to pack up the dirty clothes. And today I was supposed to go wash my dirty clothes. Sit up back, coach. Hey Queen, how you doing? You are up late. Yes, sit up back. I'm here not feeling too well, but I am up and I had so many dishes in my fridge and I was complaining earlier. Said I don't have one dishes clean. So I had to throw out all the clean out my fridge and find all my dishes. And so I'm washing them up now. You know. And then sometimes I'm up late, either be doing my videos or in the background watching videos. Like earlier, I was watching some early, and then I had some videos in the background running. And then I'm over here cleaning up, you know what I mean? And then sometimes you go with your energy too, you know? It's good to go with the flow of how you're feeling to clean up, because you don't want to stress out yourself. Especially when you're a one-man person. You don't want to have no stress. No stop. No stress. We say no rush, no stress, you know? So good night to everyone. Good night. And then when you're working too, you have to just do what's best for you. Do what's best for us, you know. Only we alone know what is best for us, you know. And then listen to our instinct. Because if you're up and you say, all right, you can't sleep, or so forth, because you might end up. Because I slept earlier too. Earlier today in the day, I slept earlier. You know. I think Uncle Rich already gone because she says I don't know if he's a he or she says she's 10-year-old. So I told anybody the young on my video I don't want them up this late with me. You know. I want support but I don't want the younger ones right now. It's too late. Too late, you know. Young their brain haven't fully developed yet, they gotta work, you know what I mean? You say, I just got off live. Oh, you just got off live. I'm gonna start doing one at night later, like about 10 o'clock to catch up people that's others. Yes, man. So that's why it's very important when you're creating live. You know, you do live for everybody. You know, because younger folks, you don't want them on your live so late at night. You know, mind their support, but it's too late. You know. It's like a cop taking off the younger folks off the street, you know what I mean? We have to learn to do the same too, you know? We want the support, but we still have to remember they're young, you know? The same way we want somebody to protect our children, we have to protect the other children too, you know? We want protection, so we want people to look out for our children, and do the same for them. So we have to learn to do the same for other children too. You know. Yes, we say support, but I think certain limits supposed to be limited. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. And they like how most of us are working on watch time. You know, create content when you hear your voice tell you to create the content, or create the content. You know, so you're working, you have a goal to achieve. And if you're in the daytime and you want to create content so the younger folks can get to be in there to see, you know, they can be in there engaging with there. So do what is best for you, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's just to pick up whatever your device you have and just go live. Sometimes unannounced and just go live. When the songwriter say, let it flow, and just let it flow naturally, you know what I mean? And pick up that cell phone or whatever you use and just let it just go. It's like when we live in this world, you know, we don't want it, we just go. So life go, we just go. Go, baby, go, you know what I mean? Until we get too much warning and then the direction you need to go, you can't go because you get too much warning. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just fly out. Sometimes you just gotta fly out there, you know what I mean? Just fly out there and do your thing, you know? What happened, you know what I mean? Let everything flow naturally. Let it flow naturally. So I'm drinking organic lemon tea right now. I have a little stomach ache too. And then I'm just gonna blemish it. I'm not putting a lot of sugar, but I'm just gonna blemish it with just this amount of sugar. I don't know if you can see in there. I haven't buy sugar in so long, so I'll be doing good. I'll be doing good with the sugar. I'll be doing good. And I had made some eggs earlier for the kids. They come home and they tear all that boiled egg up. So I gotta boil me some more for them tomorrow in the morning. Because they love their boiled eggs. And they take the lemon pepper and they throw it on there. But that's good though, you know. They crafted their own little way of eating. So I like that. I like that. So they come in and they tear their egg up. But I hope everybody is doing good tonight, and thanks to everybody's support. Thank you guys so much. I can't complain. Thank you so much. I like to say I can't complain, but I complain. You know, like you say, you can't complain, but you still complain. It's like, oh, I'm washing the dishes. Like complaining, but in a good way. You know what I mean? I'm washing my dishes or so forth. So I cannot complain, but I'm complaining because I'm washing the irritating dishes. You know, those irritating dishes that's just irritating herbs. And then, you know, because it's me use them up, I have to wash them and I'm like, oh Lord, you know, if it wasn't me who messed them up, I probably would have another complaining to do. Why you want me to wash the dishes? I didn't use them. I didn't use them. You know what I mean? So, which is that. And then I straighten back up my living room. So it's straighten up right now, so I'm glad for that. Yes, we straighten up my living room. And my big son before he go to bed, he vacuum the room. So I was happy for that. Look at all these dishes that was in the fridge. That's an embarrassment to the nation. Yeah, that's an embarrassment. You have to you live. And it make you look like you have a whole house full of guests. That's what I have a whole house full of guests that's stored up in my fridge, plate. You know? So I don't know, it look like when I'm not here. I have extra guests eating up my plate. Yeah, I'm all these dishes, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But you know what? My mother would say, when you get around to them, you get around to them. Don't stress yourself out. If you're not well, when you get around, you get around. But all this time, I didn't even realize that I had all this dish stored up in my fridge. I'm telling you. Cleaning, never know. All these irritating dishes, so irritating, you know. You say I'm gonna eat me some food and go to sleep in a little while because I ain't getting up. You say I ain't getting up till late. Oh, you're not getting up too late. All right, Sinapback Code. Thank you so much for always supporting. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I was on your live yesterday too, and I was just there listening. What I was doing yesterday. Every time I'm coming in now, sometimes I just sit there and just watch the live. And actually, one of these nights too, you were on live till late, and I had just got off my live, and then I saw you when I go to my homepage. I saw you were live, and I was in there watching, but I didn't comment because I said I just gonna just sit and watch. And then I was in the background there. And I remember you were telling somebody was getting rowdy up in there. And I just sit and watch and just like the video. Oh, you said you're not leaving right now, you're in the background. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sinap. Thank you, Sinap Coach. Sinapback Coach. Thank you so much. I think yesterday you were live till late. And I was live till late, and then when I get off, I saw you and I was in your live too. And a couple other people live too, but I didn't comment. I just liked the video, you know. When I got in your live yesterday, I think I was the a seventh person to like the video. That's what I don't even remember. But I was one of those kind of person. Because I just, sometimes as I say, you just want to watch. And just sit down and just. Or if I'm busy, like earlier when I was washing some other dishes, some irritating dishes like these too. I was in a couple other videos there. And I was live on videos as well. And I just like the video because that's a habit now. I just like and just sit and watch. Or if I'm not sitting, I just let it run and then go do what I gotta do. And then when I say okay, that's it, then I go support somebody else and move on. Where is these irritating dishes come from? I don't know. I can't say I don't know. I know where they come from. Me eating on the kids and put it in the fridge, don't waste my food, and then you end up throwing it in the garbage. And I have a Chinese cabinet. I need to clean that Chinese cabinet too. You said that's what I am doing. I just got off live and I seen you on and then I see another girl on earlier. So I am just trying to show some. Yes, man. Because sometimes when you get off a live, you feel tired too, so you don't even want to communicate. You just want to like the video because I'm always hitting the like button and just go ahead. You know what I mean? So they can, because I know a lot of people working on their watch time. So the watch time is very important. So they can get the watch hours. And me alone now go able to give you 1,000,000 watch hours, but that's just my support. So I appreciate everyone. Earlier I was in my bathroom. And I was in my bathroom earlier and I had a whole speech in my head. You want to hear me? I was in the bathroom, and I was saying, when I become monetized, I gonna have to say, because everybody have a community name now, I gonna have to say, thanks to the champs of this, thanks to the Sinapback tribe, thanks to the links by media. I forgot she called her people, I forgot the name what she called her people. And you want to be like I was doing an interview and I bust out laughing. I'm saying life is so funny. You start the speech and you're not ready yet. You're not ready for your speech. I'm not ready for the speech, but I was in there. You want to see me in the bathroom. I'm planning to say what I'm going to say. I was going to say, okay, bless up to the Champs family, bless up to the Sinapback King tribe family. Listen, I had a whole epistle in my head and I'm like, what? Oh yeah, the Soundman community, yes. And I swear I'm in the bathroom and I'm literally sitting on the toilet. And I said, boy, I'm telling you, life is something else, Like there was this man in Jamaica. And I said, any day I make it in life, I would really love that person to interview me. but he passed away before that would happen. Remember, say when you did that video thanking everybody, I thought you was about to say you got Malita. Oh no, it just got in sometimes my mind just told me to say thank you, you know, and whatever my mind tell me, that's what I'll be doing, because when I don't listen to my mind, it punish me. No, it's literally true. When I don't listen to my instinct, it punish me. It's like I feel the grunge of it. Like you don't follow your mind, and then later on you just feel the grunge of it. Yes, I feel the grunge of my mind too. So when my mind tell me to do something, I do it. Not just when my mind tell me to go off a crazy or idle or argue with people. You know what I mean? So I do it. Organic tea still hot, and then so I was in the bathroom and the names were popping up in my head: the Champs community, the Tribe community, the Snapback Tribe community, and then in Soundman community there was popping up in my head. But I was saying lyrics by Nigga community because I couldn't remember the name. So I'm telling you, life is beautiful, man. But it's good to know we can plan ahead. Doesn't mean it always happen right there and then, but it's very good to know that I am thinking of these people who have, and they're not just the only one, but because they have a community that they call themselves, they have a name for their community, you know what I mean? So those are popping up in my head, and I'm like, Lord, you having me giving a speech in my bathroom, literally earlier in the evening. I was giving a whole speech in the bathroom. And he probably was here. They would say, hey, you everything all right in there? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I was just visioning. It's like, you're going into a competition. You don't know if you're going to win the competition, but you have to prepare your speech. You know what I mean? So life is funny. You don't know if you're going to win, but you have to prepare something just in case. Yeah. And then it started, and I had a little vision of how I want to do it too. But I gonna have to get a good phone. If that vision to work, I will have to get a good phone to do that because my other phone don't have to use my son's phone. The megabytes is not good on there. But it's good when you can thought of other people. And I was thinking about Tracy too, and everybody is thinking about. I was thinking about so many people, past and present, current. Thinking about everybody. Everybody make you up. Yeah. Whether they're in past, whether they're in present, whichever way, everybody make up something. You know what I mean? And then even after I complain about the channel, and when I get off live, I only see 0 point something second. Nowadays I'm seeing like 2 minutes of watch time. So it's better than 0 point something 64 or 0.4 something. You see what I'm saying? So I have to give God thanks for that, and I have to be thankful for the people. You know what I mean? He said, hear my cry, oh Lord, attend unto my prayers. Feel like those people hear my cry. And they see I'm still out here trying to keep it going, keeping it jiggy, I'm not just sitting down, I'm keeping it jiggy same way, you know what I mean? So the heart of this world is to keep going and let others know how we're feeling when it's because it's not easy out here when you're working. It's never easy, you know? Especially if you don't really have anything solid to bring to anyone. Like some people do their things and it's so nice and pick and strong. You might not be that kind of person. Like even today, this thought come to my head and I'm like, why is this thought coming to my head? And it thought come, Charaji, hey, what are you doing? I'm washing up some dishes. Good night, welcome back. And this thought come to my head and I said, sometimes people will say, but you're boring. But your boring content could mean that it's just relaxing for somebody else, it's just refreshing because they kind of get them away from the hustle and bustle, of their own self or their own whatever is going on, you know what I mean? So I'm saying, okay, okay. And then what is boring to one may not be boring to the other person. You know what I mean? And what somebody finds foolish may not be foolish to somebody else because they're gaining insight as to what they would want some insight on. And it might not be, say, educational something or so, but you could just use certain terms or the way you reference stuff or the way you say stuff. And it kind of motivates somebody, inspires somebody, you know? Like I'm talking now and I'm washing up my dishes. Somebody could be right there and feel lazy. So say, I'm gonna do these dishes in the morning. But then hearing me say I'm chatting and washing my dishes, they might want to feel like, what? Let me just, while I'm watching this girl here, let me just wash up my dishes. So in the morning I don't have to do it. You know what I mean? Or whatever you are doing, if you need to take out your garbage or anything, you go say, you know what? Let me just go do this and get over it. Because sometimes we procrastinate a lot as human beings. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and sometimes never get around to it. And sometimes when we're ready to get around to it, it's like it's too late. You know what I mean? So that is life. But like the songwriter said, we just gotta wait. But I'm grateful for everyone. You know what I mean? I'm thankful for everyone, and then for all the new people that is coming in my channel there as well. Like, having a little conversation and everything with me there. It's nice. It's nice. You know what I mean? They will come in and say, "Hey, girl, how you doing?" I appreciate you. I really appreciate it. Because it's never easy. Especially when you see somebody early and then you look again, you see them again. It's never easy all the time. Sometimes you probably have to say, should I come or should I not? You know what I mean? But then you say, no, let me just stop by for a quick second. Boom, and then I'm gone. So I really appreciate it. And for everybody who hear me crying out and just helping me out, helping your girl out, I really appreciate you. I really do. Because this life is not to take nothing for granted. Nothing for granted. I don't care what it is. You don't take nothing for granted. You know what I mean? And then I need to cut this braid off my head. Michael King said, I am back. Okay, thank you. It's all right. I said, guess who's back? Guess who's back? So, I appreciate everyone, I appreciate it. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, guess who's back? And I want to write a song. There was this song in my head today. But you lose anything, you're not using. But you will come back. I was singing a whole song today. So, yes, so greetings. So, guess who is back? So, greetings. And if you're a content creator out there, just keep going and, listen to your instincts. Your mind tell you, say, hey, hop on your life, hop on your life. You know what I mean? Follow your mind. You're not going to lead you wrong. Just follow your mind, and do what you're going to do. Follow your mind. Your mind is powerful than you think. You know what I mean? Follow your mind. Don't be just sitting there and say, oh, but no. If you're working, you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do, especially if you have a dream. You got to go. In order to achieve that dream and that goal, you got to work hard. Sometimes you just say, but what you're working hard and you're boring. Don't worry about the boringness. You worry about how much you can make something peaceful for you and your people. Love is out in the street for every one of us. You just keep working hard. Don't worry about this or don't worry about that. You know what I mean? Everybody out here. Pie is out here for everybody. Okay? Pie. Pie is out here for everyone. Snapback say, Queen, you got alive all time, not like you used to. You don't have a set time. What's up with you? Snap, you know me long. You know me a long time. You know me. I just pop up for day one in my video saying pop up Queen, New Zealand Queen is here just popping up. You see the problem with me, if I make a set schedule, because sometimes I'm not home either. And sometimes when I do home, I can't make no set schedule right now. Only time I can make set schedule is when I know that things are different with me outside of YouTube. But until then, I just have to grab my phone and go on when I can. Until then, you know what I mean? And just get on work, and just say, all right, somebody come and appreciate it. Nobody come and appreciate it. Might watch the replay, you know what I mean? You say you go a lot more than many more of my other and content I want. And then one of the reasons too, I told you guys before that I go live a lot. I love make shorts. And you see, I can't make no shorts. I can. My storage is full. None of my device have no storage, cause me, I need to create a folder on my laptop. I used to be the girl before I even start doing YouTube. I don't know if anybody's like me. I used to be this girl where if I see a post and it said just enjoy your life and live it to the fullest, I'm screenshotting it. I will put it on my WhatsApp or send it to my family or so. Yes, that's what we do to uplift their day or so. You know what I mean? So I have a lot of junk. So that's why my phone is so full. So I don't have no storage or nothing. And then sometime, and then when I started creating videos now, that even make it worse. Not even my email. I have to email people by my laptop, use my laptop because I have a little more storage. On my phone, that just logged me out. One of this day, I will show you guys how many times I try to go live every single day. And my phone just even since night, I was going live on my personal phone and I couldn't go. I had to switch over to this phone so I could go on live. And I'm like, Lord, only if people know the struggles that I had to face. Since evening, I think earlier when I was doing the cooking video, if you go back and watch my personal phone, the screen is flapping. So when I mean the screen, not the part that normally broke. You say that sound like me. Yes, man. Not the part that normally be broken, but the part that what do you call that part? The face part of it, like somebody like your whole face come off. Yes, man. And I can't do anything, and I just have to go the way I can. So even since night, I was trying to go live, I tried go live like 3 times and the screen just go dark. That means I know my storage is full, and I go back and I clean the cache every time I'm going live. And this is the honest truth. Every single time I'm going live, I have to clean my cache. And if anybody look on my videos, like when you say live section, you will see a bunch of videos that say live. Oh, she gonna go live. You notice they look on the dates they're on there. Some of them old, maybe a day or so. Yes, man. Yeah, I have a lot of struggles myself. Yes, man. But it's your struggle is gonna make you stronger, Sinaba. So you keep going, you keep pushing, and don't give up. Don't give up. Oh, everybody have hurdles, and we all climb over some hurdles to get where we need to get to. It's like the bus leave you at the bus station. We all get there. But one way or the other, if we determine to get to the end, we will get there regardless of what is struggling, because we're going to find a way around it. Because even since then, I'm like, I heard the voice say, why are you going to wash up with this? Why you don't just go live and just have a chat with your people? And this phone would not allow me to go live. And I'm saying, not tonight. Yeah, you said that you struggle a lot when you started this live. Yes, man. One of these fine days, I'll come right back on this phone and show you where I go right in my channel and show you all that live. It will tell you how much live that I was going on and didn't go. Because it will tell you every live you were trying to start and it didn't start. If you don't clean the cache, it will be right there as a great reminder of the what they call it. It will be a great reminder of the struggles that one go through sometimes that somebody is not going to see unless I announce it or other people announce what they go through behind the scene. Behind the scene work is a lot of work sometimes. It's like you just smile at your kid and then you try to come on live and say, hey everybody, how you doing? You know what I mean? So yes, I erase them because it is taking enough space. So I need to erase mine, but I'm not gonna erase it just till I show people that even when you say you can upload a video or you can go do short because your storage, you can do what I do to keep going. So I'm going to show them that that's a great reminder to tell you to keep going the best way you can. Don't worry about the way that you can go. Worry about the way that if it is still possible, go the way you can. You know what I mean? And that's why they say there's many ways to get home. And it's true. Don't you see when roadblock, they tell him, you see police traffic, tell you to detour. Or even you see him GPS tell you to detour, but you still arrive home, right? It might take longer sometimes. Or you might say, oh, well, I didn't know this way. But you make it home, right? Same thing with the challenges that are coming on YouTube. When you can't upload a video, when you can't post a video because there is no room. Those are your hurdles. But you always going to have a way to get home. Always. Always. But we got to figure out how to get there. If you able to clean your cache, clean it and go. Don't give up because we're going to have many more tests. We're going to have many more trials. But our tests and trials is how we're going to get prepared to get to the end. Is not giving up, you know what I mean? Because when things are going right, it's easy to think to give up. You're not thinking to say, you know what, I'm going to fight to the end and challenge myself. That's what we need to challenge ourselves when things not going right. It's not to sit there and worry about what's not going right. It's like earlier I was on my live and I was asking the people, I said, if I want, what kind of animal would I want to be? And I remember my mother had come and said, I would like to be a fly. And I said, I want to be a fly. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to hear nobody business. Because I might drop off the wall when I hear something that I don't like. Michael King, you say I'm 13. Go to bed, Michael. Go to your bed. Go rest yourself. I'll get you up in the morning, Michael. Go to your bed, Michael. Go get some rest. Don't play around, Michael. You're 13. Go to your bed. Go get your nap. Get your nap, Michael. Your rest is important. Too young to be alive this time of night. You're probably messing around still, but I'm not. I'm going to tell you, if you're young, go your bed. Go your bed. Did you ever know you ever not get sleep? Are you so grumpy you being at the morning time? Yeah, the night. Yeah, man, Michael. Good night, Michael. Good night. Yes, man. I don't want no young people in my life at this time of night. If you're under 20, not 20, if you're under 15, not 15, if you're under 18, no, go your bed. Go your bed. I think Michael and you is in Central Time, Sinap. He's in Oklahoma. So I think he and him in the same time, Central Time Zone. So you would be behind me with an hour. I want support, but I don't want late at night too many young people, you know what I mean? Because when mine is online, people asking me, what time is it? If they're still there till 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, not 1 o'clock. That's fine because it's summer, but anything after that now. Come on, Pat, where are you going? I want support, but not with the young kids at night because when they don't get rest and their parents want to wake up to go doctor appointment, they can't wake up, It's 1 o'clock here also. You all have no school tomorrow, right? No, they don't have no school, but they need rest. Their rest is important. Young people need their rest. Their brain need to rejuvenate. Their brain need to rejuvenate. So you see how society is nowadays. Young people brain need to rejuvenate. When you can't function in school, you wonder why you can't function. You're up late at night. Oh, it's summer break, but you gotta get your rest. It's 1 o'clock. You still gotta get your rest. Your rest is important. Let me tell you something. You know how many of us regret not getting the rest when we parents said rest when we were younger? And then that mess their brain up, mess their mentality up, mess everything up. Sometimes they go work, then people work above their head. See how many people they take, have on camera above their head. Go to bed. If you are a person who can't keep up, very important to go to bed. Because then you go to people's job and you're bobbing your head, you become a Bobby. And the song say I'm a Bobby. Is that someone stay up late and sleep, or stay up late and sleep late? Yeah, but when they're so young, I'm talking the younger folks, when they're so young at night, we have to, if we're gonna be the aunties and the uncles and the grandmas or something on the internet, when they tell their age, you have to, because It's like not respecting that they're children, when they say they're 13, 10 or anything. Also, bless you all. You have to go in bed, boss. Because I want to know if I have my kids then past 1 o'clock on here. If me coming, because sometimes I work late and me have to go grab them. So by 1 o'clock or something, I reach home. And then you hear me say they will just come home and get the kids in together. You know what I mean? That you get them together to go to bed. But when they come in, then if you be up after 12 o'clock, no. Bye bye. Good night. Good night. Because that's why we have so many wrong in society nowadays. Children not getting no rest and then they have to get up early. And then your parents tell them, oh, but I want to up all night on the device. I told you that to go on the device again. And then what happened? They go to school, they can't keep up. Then parents get letter. Oh, your son is sleeping in school. Oh, your son is this. I tell you, one time I thought my son was sleeping and he used to be up late. And one day he go to school and fall asleep in the classroom and the teacher called me. And he said, I don't know what these kids are doing at night, but they be sleeping in my class and we can't allow that. Because they can eventually report you to CPS to come and investigate why your kids are sleeping in school. They can do that. You know what I mean? So, yes, it's summer break, yes, but limits still and summer break too. I believe in rest. Young people need rest. You say, good night, Michael. Oh, he said, I don't ever sleep in class. Okay, you don't sleep in class because you're disciplined. But good night. Yes, Michael, you have a good night. You have to, I want to respect the young people, them, I make them know that, hey, I need your support, but I rather in the daytime, not late at night. Because even though this is the internet, and somebody say, but this is internet, what does it have to do? They're not doing anything, they're in their room. It don't really matter. We don't encourage bad behavior. Because when you encourage bad behavior, that's how children lead astray when you encourage bad behavior. We don't want to encourage them bad behavior. That's just for me. I'm old school. He said, I guess I better go sleep too because I am young. Go to bed, sit up. Go to bed, sit up, you young. Yeah, go to bed, get your rest. Thank you for stopping by. Go to bed, yeah, man, get some rest. Get some rest, sit up back. Yeah, man. We all supposed to encourage young people to get rest. We all supposed to, because one size don't fit all, but we're supposed to encourage young people because we in the YouTube now, we in so many social media arena, and I believe no young people should on live past 1 o'clock, especially if they're below 18. No. If they're on there till 12 o'clock, fine. After that, no. No. And worse when they're going to school, no. Sometimes they say, but I like you when I support you. Yes, darling, I understand, but that's why we have a button called replay too. Can go watch replay. You know what I mean? Yes, man. As we on the YouTube channel, and sooner or later they're gonna have some rules set for young people or so, and they're gonna want us as content creators to help enforce them. So we have to start now the waiting law set for us to know that if somebody come and they say they're young, because mind you don't know the age, but if they announce their age, I don't see the reason why we should still encourage them certain hours a night. No. It's like on the street certain hours a night, you see the cop run them and tell you can't go past this or that, you know what I mean? So encourage it so we can have healthy lifestyle, people living longer and all these things, especially the young people. They're not developing a bunch of complications. Long life, health, and strength. When I was young, only place we could go and stay look longer is night. Night. Like when you go dead yard when they happy awake or so. Yeah, man. He said, well, wasn't that funny, Go to bed, sit bed. He said, I'm a little kid tonight. He said, you're young tonight, so I'm telling you, go to bed if you're young tonight. you know. Yes, man. We have to encourage young people. We have to encourage them, Because if we don't encourage it, we have a platform and we have to use it to the greater good. We can't just use it to Yes, we want love. Yes, we want attention. We want everything, but we can't just use it for that. You know what I mean? We have to use it for bigger and better things. And not everybody gonna agree with it, but it's life. Because these time of night you have all kind of cop on the internet, and that's how when we show them that they need to go to bed, they won't be lowered in anything else because they know that they have somebody go tell them go to bed. Because it might they not have to lower by us, they can be lowered by other people who are out there lurking them and putting them don't know right from wrong. So when we out here, we have a platform and we have the power to speak to these young people. We have to do it, you know. So many all the time you hear young people get trailed because they have somebody on the internet giving them all the sweet thought they could possibly hear, and next thing they go missing. No, not by us, but because of they think that they finding love there, not realizing that they still need their brain to function. Stay up late at night, can't function. Now somebody brainwashing their poor little mind. Oh yes, man, you can do this, you can do that. Next thing they start, exchange all kind of something. Exchange is no robbery when you grow older, but exchange is robbery when you grow young, when you're still young. Because they rob you of a life that you could have, and you don't have it. So we have to start. Because the internet gonna become the new way of talking to people, whether we like it or not. So whether we like it or not, you know what I mean? Just sit up and say, I agree, yes, man. And then when we have children, we have to bear it in mind. It's like I was listening to. It's like earlier I was listening to them talking about the child with the baby Mandy, and I was saying to myself, my God, I have two boys myself, and just listening to all the things that they said he had done and everything, and I'm saying I would want somebody to step up for me and my children, my boys. You see they're going on the wrong road, don't entertain it, because when all these things was going on, where were the support? Where was his real OGs or his real friend to tell him, bro, stop, don't do this, don't do that? You know what I mean? And now he gotta pay the price of everybody else that's accusing that he did this. Even if he not go to jail, they gonna accuse him to the point where if he even walk free, his name is already tarnished and gone to the garbage. So just look at it this way. When somebody see you entertain them in the wrong way because we don't respect their boundaries or respect their age or all these things, and they grow older and think the same thing. You know what I mean? And then I'm saying to myself, Lord, when you're going down the drain, where are your friends? Where are your family? Where is everybody that know what you're doing? The ones that know, because not everybody know when you're doing something, you know. Where is that one person that can stand up and say, bro, what you're doing is wrong. Don't do it. This I'm gonna call you out or something. Don't do it. Things get out of hand after finally say you're ready to settle down and live a fine life and everything. And then I got two boys, and I'm saying, you know what, this is gonna be a teachable moment for me to educate my children about what can possibly happen when they think that they have knowledge, understanding, and beauty and handsomeness and all of these things. But you gotta be careful how you use your handsomeness, because then you can pay the price later. So I'm looking at it as, wow, I can't judge him because who am I to judge him? But I'm just looking at it and I'm saying, I'm telling my kids, even though I'm telling my son, I say you need to be a leader, not a follower, be a leader. Because too many things are happening. And the boys always feel the rat trap of it. Whether we like it or not, boys always feel the rat trap of it. They always get caught in the trap. And so have a friend that can tell you the things you don't want to hear, but it's still, when you look back, it's going to be meaningful to you. In the end, you can say, thank you, Jesus, good thing. You ever hear somebody say, thank you, Lord, I listened to this person. Thank you. Because then he saved them. He saved them from that trouble that they were going to put themselves in. Yes, man. Michael King, ain't you say you're 13? Or you were just messing with me? So, it's life. You know what? It's life, family. But we have to look at different angles in which we could have stand up and build. You know, because maybe you know, when somebody becomes so popular and famous in life, and you know their dirty deeds, you're just as bad as them. You know, when you encourage those kind of behavior. You know what I mean? You know no difference from them. Because I'm saying, if you're a true person to that person, you could say, you know what, no, don't do that. Or you have enough now, leave your rest alone. Just walk away. You know? You know what I mean? So you have to pay attention, you know, your friends, your family, you know, because when they see you doing good in life, anybody at all, when they see you doing good in life, their first thing is to encourage you to continue to do the stuff you do to get up in life, which is not good, and then carry you down and they're happy later. A lot of people will be happy for your downfall later in life. You gotta remember that. They won't happy for your upbringing in terms of how you can elevate yourself. They will be happy to say, oh, but I was, everybody have a story now. But when you were down there and doing all the dumb stuff, you know, nobody had a story because they were all encouraging because they know one day they were praying that you're going to go to jail. One day you're going to pay the price. Ever hear somebody say, see what that person doing? One day they're going to go to jail. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? One day, but instead of them telling me, you know what, I don't care if you don't want to talk back to me anymore, but I'm not into your slackness. I'm not into it. Nobody won't say nothing, you know? Then they'll say, oh, one day you're going to go to jail. You know? Even me as a mother, I tell my son, I said, when you don't listen to your parents and you do anything in life, you have a couple things coming at you. Either you get killed, you in the hospital, you wake up in the morgue or something, because it's the truth. You know? So now looking at how other people paying the price for their life is a way for us to teach our children so they don't have to pay the price like other people. It's not for us to cast stone on those people, but it's to use it as a teachable moment to encourage people that, hey, not because this man fall short in his life, you watch his life fall short, doesn't mean you have to fall short. You see what I'm saying? When I was growing up as a kid, my teacher was one of my biggest influence in my life. Teachers saw the potential in me and helped me to elevate to the next level. You understand? Teachers. One time I'm going to school, I don't even have we always clean going to school, but like we don't have no food to take to school for lunch or so. Teacher used to squeeze me in their lunch thing and let me get lunch. Let me tell you that. Because before they would say, I always notice you only eat snacks or so. What happened to you? One day, my teacher, the one that I told you guys that died in 2013, and she called me one day and she said, come here. And then she take me in the principal office. And then there and they put me on a lunch program. Let me tell you something. So people see when you go in a rabbit hole, get you out of the rabbit hole. If you ever stop talk to them, let them know, hey, well, if you don't want to do it and you want, then you're in trouble by yourself. You know what I mean? But you have to encourage. Because now he probably realized, he said, can you imagine all my friends stabbing me in my back now? But before they weren't telling me nothing, because probably they were scared of me. Well, if you're scared of your friend, then you don't need to be friend with that person. I'm telling you now, if you're scared of your friend, you don't need to be friend with that person. Because what is the purpose of you as a friend? If you're scared of your friend, that's not the friend for you then. Because if you're scared to tell your friend, hey brother, I'm not supporting all that crap you're doing. I'm not supporting all that rubbish you do. If you're scared of your friend, you don't need to be a friend with that person. No need. Because you're going to watch him go down the rabbit hole and agree with everything you do. Because you have some people, they will come to you when they're going down something. Because in the first place, they think they could have talked to you. You know? You say, yeah, I had two that inspired me and boosted me, and she helped me get back up again. Yes, man. That's what you have. You know, those are good people around you. They might say something to you and you might not like it, but just remember, in the end, when you see things are happening and you know you could have been in that situation and you can say, thank you. Even if you don't go to them face to face and tell them thanks a million at one time, you're giving thanks to Jesus. Because through him, he speak with those people to help you. You know? And that's why certain things we as human beings we don't need to encourage. We don't need to encourage those kind of things. No matter what you want in life, we don't need to encourage certain things. And I'm saying when people going wrong in life, where are your friends? I remember growing up, and I have this girlfriend, and she invited me to come and stay with her, and to spend time with her and stuff. And then I had just left high school and stuff, and I found out she had left high school a long time before me. And I found out she met a man. She had a boyfriend now. She have a child with the guy, and everything. And they running a business together. She said, "You." She was keeping a party, and I said, "I haven't seen my friend in a while because I was in another country, in that country, in another parish." And I met her back, and we link up, and we went one Christmas to Mandeville and everything. And one day I realized her man was trying to look me. And I tell that now, let me tell you something. I went off, you see. I said, let me tell you something. Me and you are my friend, and we not go work like that. Me not share. That man try to do everything, and I tell my girlfriend, I say, you better warn your man, because I'm not the one. And when I look at it, it come like she was in on it too. Cause some friends, they try trial and temptation. I'm not your trial and temptation. And I had to stand up for myself at a young age. Then I could be a fool and say, "Oh, he loved me. He loved me more than my friend." No, that's not love. That's insult and disrespect. That's not love. And I tell her, no, he ain't gonna play with me. And up till this day, that man respect me. And then when he says he couldn't mess with me, he end up, when he had the girl pregnant for the second child, he end up go date somebody else and have one nurse lady for the girl. Let me tell you something. You play those games. Play what game? If I gotta share, you must be on my terms and conditions. So that's why I'm saying people must have a mind of their own, not be led by people and their influence in terms of they see you going down rabbit hole and encouraging you to go there. No, have a mind of your own. That's the only way you're gonna survive. Because when something go down rabbit hole, don't you see him alone in a jail now? I feel. Who can snatch pan him snatch? Where were they when they should be stepping up to him? That's why I'm saying if you have friends and you're scared to tell your friends something, don't bother. Don't bother have be friend with those persons. Because you shouldn't be scared of your friends. You should not be scared of your friend. If you're a true friend to your friend, there's no need to be scared of your friend. No need. If you're scared of your friend, they're not your friend. They might vex you for 1 or 2 days of what you said, but if they're a true person, they look into it and say, bro, you're right. You're right. I know this guy over here, and he's one of his family member make headline. I won't say what headline, but one of his family member make a headline in the wrong direction. And one day when I look, I saw that person come to my house and he never said anything. Not to the house as in the house. I was outside and the person happened to see me. And he never said anything. The person come up to me because I was always encouraging him, stay with the trouble, stay with the trouble. Because he was telling me his past. And I said, let me tell you something. You see, when God bless you out of a situation, it's not for you to go look back. Move forward and help encourage young people. That's what I said to him. And when I hear his story and he was saying from he was little bit he been in and out, been in and out. And you said they change your life forever. Yes, man. Good friends and good people, the good family, good support. We always change your life for the good. The ones that don't want to change your life is the one that waiting for you to go to jail, waiting for something to happen. So they could clap, clap, snap, snap. Nope, 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 nope. You don't want your friend to always just in the direction where you are going, which is the wrong path. If you're on a good path, like you're uplifting yourself, you're elevating the community, you're building, you're creating, or so, something good. Fine. Let them yes with you. Because they see it is going to benefit. But if it's a path you're going down where you can land you in jail, land you in a grave, beautiful grave, when they say beautiful, beautiful river. What? You know, So we have to have that friends that will tell you. Sometimes your friends ain't gonna tell you something and you're not gonna believe what they think, and you're gonna say, "Oh, they hate on me." But when you ask go to jail, you know they hate on you now. Because when you're in the jail, you're gonna get time to think. Because you're not running the street, you're not roaming the street. So you get time to say, you know what? You start looking to say, but I had that one friend who was telling me all this time and I wouldn't listen. Now you start to think, but it's too late for you. But if you can get back a chance to come out, make a difference. That's how you make a difference in society. Help encourage young people. Okay, you got a story. You're an example of what happened to you. When you're being misled by other people who want to see you fall. And you don't know that they want to see you fall. You fall and then you know. That's how you know. When you fall, then that's how you know people want to see you fall. You see? Michael King say, and I was in a relationship with a girl in middle school. Say, one of my friend played a terrible, horrible prank on me. Yes, man, that's not good. All these prank that people play with certain things. But you gotta be careful how you play those things. Yeah, you just gotta be careful. Anything we do, we gotta be careful. Rather, anything at all, anything we do. But you see, when we're young, we say we are young. We need to enjoy life. But when you're growing older, certain things you gotta Well, when you're young, live all your cheating life, live all of this. 'Cause I believe when you're young, I don't say you must blame yourself when you get older for anything because it's a part of life where it's gonna teach you either to say, is this what I want to stay in? Is this what I want to accept? Or do I want to just count my losses and move on? And that's how you grow and that's how you develop. If things don't happen, you don't have no strength. You don't have nothing to follow because there's no example for you to follow. But when these things happen to you, you know that your next relationship, you don't want that. You know what I mean? Your next friendship, you don't want them near your woman or you don't want them near your man in a certain way anymore because you see what happened. Your friend take you this or whatever, blah, 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 such a like. You know what I mean? So if things don't happen, you won't have nothing to follow you, to lead you to the next direction that you need to go to. You know what I mean? So when things happen in your life, sometimes you will blame others, but it's not to blame others, it's to count your losses and move forward. Because let me see one person that said they never get cheated and he have a born yet, she have a born yet. But when you're young, you don't have you have to explore when you're young. When you're young, explore your life. Just explore with responsibility. That's why they say, what does a kill you make you stronger? There you have it, you hit the nail on the head. What does a kill you make you stronger? You know? They have one Jamaican young youth, I think a virgin, he say, Missy man, I try draw me out, but me I go on holy younger. Jaden and something another say, me no fi answer. So he say, in other words, he said, he see someone trying to draw him out, but his friends were telling him not to answer. But he sing the song in Creole. I think it's Virgin is his name. He say, I try holy anger. Because he say, man, I try draw him out. And then he sing a part of the song say, police lock him up on his birthday like them I try tarnish his career. So you just listen to these people ahead of us that make it already established and see how they frame their life. You will already know they've been through struggles. And now they know what they know now. We all say if what we have known now, if we had known it then, would I be a better person? But it wasn't for us to learn then. It was for us to learn after. You see what I'm saying? Because once you have life and you have another shot at life, it's for you to learn after the fact. You know what I mean? It's just that when you look one too, you say one too many. It's like going in jail, going in jail, going in jail, and don't make no changes. Then you don't have nothing to learn from because you don't want to learn. You say, "Oh, I've been to jail and it's all right, so good." No, but if you want to learn, you tell yourself that I don't need to go back there. I don't need to sit down and eat no stale bread and no stale cheese and no stale box juice tasting like medicine. You know what I mean? And then you tell yourself, no, that life is not for you. And when you get out, you make a change. You start empowering the youths that's gonna follow behind us or behind you that are coming up behind you that possible could walk on the same path you had just walked. You could be lucky to escape. Doesn't mean they have to be lucky to escape. And that's what we have to tell young people nowadays. Because even when we're looking at other people's sorrows, and we would say, oh, well, but it's their fault that they put themselves into what? Let me tell you something. I tell people, you say, if you got children or you got boys, Don't wash your mouth on nobody boy children. All you gotta do is work on your children so they don't have to fall those kind of way like the other children that gone off ahead of them, which are other people children, whether they're young or old. Do you understand? Because you have children too. And when you have children, it's a very difficult task to wash your mouth on other people children because you don't know what will happen to yours. You don't. I tell you all the time. If I had known that that raggedy car downstairs was gonna leave me everywhere or every bus stop, you think I would buy it? So you think all these people that end up in jail, you think they if they had those 4C, all of that, you think they would end up in a jail? Yeah. I have listened and rise up. Yes, man, that's all you gotta do. Listen and rise up. That's why they say slow to speak and listen. You know, but sometimes we really not slow to speak. We're more interested in reacting. We all do that all the time. Sometimes we're just interested in taking off somebody's head because I think that's the way we know how. And sometimes that's how society taught us. Just to go after the person head. And sometimes the person is telling a different, giving their perspective and just how they see things. Not necessarily mean that they're hating on you, but it's just that they see a different version of things that you might do or say and they don't like it. But we don't have enough skin in us to understand. But remember now, if your friend's scared to tell you the truth, they should not be your friend. Okay, and it's a song have to listen to Rise Up. I think I hear that one too. But in one of the songs I hear with the Rise Up, it say, I rise up, light a day, I rise up. I can't sing, so let me stop the 6 o'clock on the 6 o'clock yet. But we have to fight to survive in this world, family. And what we didn't fight, what we couldn't fight, we need to fight within ourselves to know right from wrong. You know what I mean? Because when nobody was there to show us right from wrong, we had to learn the hard way. As the songwriter say, I learned the hard way, hard way. Never listen to what mama say. I learned the hard way, hard way. So if you learn the hard way in life, it's not for us to come back and still trying to learn the hard way. It's for us to make adjustment. Yeah, make adjustment, make some changes. And if it's not to make changes in our life, it's to make changes in the children that are going to be around us, because we know that when we were growing up, we didn't have nobody to help us, so we just have to learn the hard way. Sometimes mommy tell us something, say, oh, you don't like me, I think I'm the black sheep in the family, or I think I'm the only white sheep in the family. That's how we think. But when we grow up now and elevate and see life, we realize it's by Andrea Day. Oh, okay. I will check. I know Andrea Day songs. I listen to a few of them. I just don't remember them now. Your singing is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Michael King. So when we are structured with life, and I don't want nobody look at nobody that you see out there getting their rather courage. Because you don't know when it's your time. It look at life. When somebody dead out of this world, they dead, they ain't coming back, right? They only can dead one time. We left behind, right? We gotta figure out life. We gotta say, all right then, we have to make some changes depending on how these people go. We have to make some changes. Even lifestyle changes we have to be making. Yeah? It's like having that monster take your family. Now you gonna have to make some adjustment as well because it running out the family now. It doesn't mean it have to affect you. But the early intervention by saying, you know what, I'm going to change up my diet. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to start do healthy stuff. I'm going to stay away from that ugly salt that's going to give me high blood pressure, which is hypertension. I'm going to stay away from that pretty sugar that make me look so sweet and beautiful because it blemish me and make it look good. I'm going to stay away from that little disastrous, monstrous, and diabetes. You understand? So the things that you know is not good for you now because you're living through the eyes of one of your family member that just passed or whatever. That evil cancer that come in your life and it just toxic. Yeah, you never been through, but you never know if you will. So we have to make adjustment while we see we still alive. Because the man that passed, he didn't get a chance to make no adjustment. You know, there was this popular reporter, this young lady, she used to be on this thing, very beautiful lady. And she said, they give her an interview once, and she said, I wish I had done my breast cancer because she wanted to do the chemo. And then after that, she said, I didn't want to lose my breast or anything. And I think 2 years later, or a year later or so, she at a stage 4. And it's not like she didn't have the wherewithal to fight that monster. She had the wherewithal, but she insists on not to. And then it progressed to stage 4. And I think my auntie told me she recently passed away. So it just goes to show how life is and the choices we're going to make in life. It can either ruin our life or make it better. So we just have to fight on and keep going and have good support system around you know, and get another opinion or so too. Because when you see people move on, or when I mean move on, doesn't mean you have to be in debt, but move on. Also, just think about, is it that God moved them out your way, or what you were asking, and be careful what we pray for. Because if we say we don't want people in our life, certain people in our life no more, and you don't see them doing anything to you or anything no more, you remember what you pray. Remember your prayer. Your prayer is a powerful thing. Remember it. You just gotta remember, that your prayer is a beautiful thing. You say, like there was a high schooler in Deuteron that killed herself because of bullying. Yeah, man, bullying is a terrible thing. And bullying start at home, to just so you know. Most bullying start at home. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. You have two little kids in your house and they fighting over toys. Start early. One bullying the other for the toy. Parents come in and say, oh, but all we need to do is learn to share. Tell them the word bully. You know what you did just now to your brother? That's bullying. Use the word to them so they know the word early. So when they go out there and drag something from a child, or I say that's bullying, because you don't give the child an opportunity. If you say, when you say, can I borrow your toy? No, you just go there and drag it from that person. You know what I mean? And then what happened? It lead to fight. It lead to all kind of something. And somebody going, not everybody gonna see you drag something from them and don't drag it back from you. That's gonna lead to conflict upon conflict, and sometimes it can become worse than if you had just said nicely, say, "Can I borrow that toy for a second, please?" And you wait for a response. No, you didn't wait. You just bully somebody. Mm-mm. And bullying start at home, whether you like it or not. A lot of bullying start at home. Even us as parents, you don't think we bully our kids? Let me tell you how we bully our kids. Have you ever want the child to get something done? You want that child to do something in the house. You're demanding them to doing it, right? It's like bullying them. You better clean up before daddy comes. Daddy going this, or I get the belt, or I will strap you off this, I will take this from you. What is bullying? What do you think that is? But everybody trying to make things fancy nowadays. It's bullying. Don't spend no other way bully. It's not the one where Abuju Bantan said about being bully. No, that one, bullying. Everything that you will see like bullying. It started at home. You have little sibling right now. They see mommy, but and that's why nowadays I encourage you. I will encourage you in the parents. If you have 2 or 3 kids, are you going out to buy some? If you only going to buy if you want, don't bother. Unless you ask them and they say they're good, but don't bother. Or this man, that's what lead up to fight. Yeah, man, they start drag things, or you hear one kid coming because he further the big one, or the little one further the big one. Because even for me, little one is so tyrant. So I'm telling you from now, a lot of things that you see people say, but it's out in the street now. When these little kids are little and you have them at home, pay attention. They've been bullied. You hear some kids say, you always bully me when I was a kid. You ever hear siblings talk about the rivalry when they were young? But now you know in the term bully. So I start telling my kids, when you do that, that's bullying. And then now you steer them in the right direction and say, okay, come here, bring that toy, come. All right, this is how we're gonna do it now. When you see your brother with something, instead, because I have boys, I'm gonna use the boy. But if you have boys and girls in the house, use it interchangeable. I said, when you see your brother with something, don't just drag it from him, because I'm gonna demonstrate now. If I drag it from you, how does that make you feel? I'm talking to the bully now. How does that make you feel if I should drag something from you, or another bully should drag something? How does it make you feel? And then they might say sad, embarrassed, worried, scared. They're gonna use all the negative emotion to tell you how they would feel. And I say exactly. Same way the person who you bullied feel. Now, apologize and let's go the other way now. Let's flip the script. You're gonna ask nicely when you see your brother with something. You could say, okay, I'm just using kid. You could say, Jaden, can I borrow your toy for a few minutes? You wait for a response. Don't just say ask and then you expect you must drag it out the person. And that's still bullying even if you ask. You wait for the person to say, okay, give me a minute, or okay, sure. If they say, okay, sure, right away and give it to you. But when you start bullying them for everything, it starts at home, especially when you have multiple kids. It starts at home. You have one kid you won't see the bullying, then those kids go to school and get bullied. The one kid who don't have no sibling, they go to school and get bullied. But the ones that have siblings, oh yeah, they've been bullied start from home. Whether you agree or not, no matter the loving family you're going into, and no matter how rich your family gonna be into, one child always gonna get on the other one nerves. It's natural. That's half of the milestone. Is when we see things getting out of hand, we have to steer it up in the other direction. Like I noticed my little one. Every time I come live now, he come right, he stop everything he was doing. Like this evening, I watch him eating. And I said to myself, I know he gonna come and he gonna interrupt me and he gonna, this is what gonna piss me off. I said to myself, he gonna piss me off. And I had to straighten him out a little bit. I didn't slap him or anything, but I had to straighten him out. I said, you keep doing this all the time. But when we sit down and spend time together, or when you do your own thing, and I said, come here, let's get a book, you don't even look at me. So what is it? You know? I know society will let a lot of people scared to discipline their children, but if you discipline them in the right way, even lawmaker, if they see that's working, they will work with you to come up and find out what solution were you using, what strategies were you using to help your children, and if they have to build on it, they build on it. I was always bullied as a kid for being poor. Oh please, nobody could have bullied me as a kid being poor. Poor is not a crime. What's a crime is when you hurt people, rob, steal, and destroy. That's a crime. Poor is not a crime. Half of us grow poor, and I know we half of us become millionaire from being poor. So crime is not a crime. And I bet some of those kids that bully you sometimes they don't even pass the bullying stage. They still now they feel bullied in society. Because what goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. Look at my man there. He had money and he did all these things and nobody to tell him to shut up and stop what he doing. Now he paying the price of what goes around comes around, right? Okay. So he was bullied, you know. So we just have to be careful. One day I would get bullied in school too because I remember when I was going to school I was very short, but I always have a mouth on my body. My mouth didn't lift my body for too long. And when I went to high school, I was a locomatic or locomatic. Matic, we call them tiny. Tiny, you can barely see them. You kick off of them, their leg broken. And that's true. That's true. Bullying started at home. People may disagree with me, but trust me, it started at home. Even parents bully their kids. Go clean up, I said go clean up. And bully your kid to do what they don't want to do. Even though they create the mess. But if I start pick up the broom and try to help them, I say, you know what? Let's play a race to see who can clean up this area faster. They would get it. Because when I try it that way with my kids, they get it. Like since evening, I was cleaning up my living room. And the big one said, Mommy, okay, we're going to vacuum. And he vacuumed the room. I clean up. The little one. Oh, and that timer that I showed on my last video earlier that he bought, he said to his brother, and it did work. He did catch his brother. He said to his brother, anytime this timer run all the way down to the bottom, we're going to see who fast enough can go before the timer run out and clean up. Take up all the shoes because we have container for the shoe. And they did. The little one was well engaged with it because he want to win. So I'm like, thank you, Jaden. Thank you. They had good time. But bullying started at home, and I tell my kids when they do that. And I believe at home, when we see children dragging, our kids dragging things from the other one, let them know what bullying is about. Even if my son take up something that I didn't give to him without my permission, I said, in school, if you go to school and touch people's stuff, they're not going to call you a thief. But I can because I'm home. I'm your mother. I will tell you you're a little thief. And I said, a thief is somebody who takes somebody's stuff up without their permission. I said, school ain't going to tell you you're a little thief. But they're going to say, oh, he touched somebody's stuff. That's just the nice way they put it. because you're not supposed to label people children. But I say, in my eyes, you're my child. I will tell you the truth. What the school can't tell you, I will tell you. Because by the end of the day, you need to understand. You know what I mean? And see, from I told him that, I give him the simplest definition of a thief. I say a thief is someone who take people's stuff and did not give them back nothing. It's like a parasite. Yeah. You gotta teach our children. So he says, so that's why I never bullied people as a child. No. I used to just get joke as a child. Growing up, ooh, I could laugh and give some jokes. I always giving trouble somewhere. Messing with the teachers, tidy. Other than that, I always want to be around people and make them laugh. You know what I mean? Just crack up. I remember even before I had TV, I always go to school and people telling joke about Days of Our Life. We used to watch Days of Our Life with Sammy and Victor and Nick and Sharon and all these people. Was it Days of no Young and the Reckless and Days of Our Life too with Sammy and John Victor and a couple other people did in those shows. And I'm telling you, I never have no TV. I go to people's house and watch the TV and go to school tell story like I have a TV at my house. I didn't got none. But I go to school and tell the best story. I didn't know what they're talking about. I just listen to other people telling the story. Because we are friends now. You know, when your friends are talking, hey, I got this. Hey, I got this. I'm not going to feel like the only black sheep in the family are, within our friend don't got nothing. No, I got two. I don't know what they're talking about. I hear you say it and then I repeat it back. Oh, yes, I got that too. What are you talking about? I got a TV too. And it's black and white. Because that time it was black and white. Now everything come multicolor now. So you can say you have colorful TV now. Big old times. We live in a big best time now, you know. I'm telling you, man. But bullying actually started from home. Let me set this properly because I don't have no proper. Me look like me on Zoom with upper body and nothing else. I want to set myself properly, you know. I want to set myself properly. But make sure if you're scared to talk to your friends, don't need to have that. Don't need to have your friend. I don't be mad of being opinionated about when somebody tell you something. If you don't sit well with you, or you even if it say not sit well, have a mind of your own. If somebody says something to you, and even if you don't like what they say back something. Let them know how you are feeling. Express yourself. You know, don't just sit there and think that okay, it's only them alone because you think they're knowledgeable. No, you gotta have a say too. Because there's somebody talking to you, you gotta have a say too. Don't just sit there and like you're soaking in all that. No, absorb but also share how you look at things differently, you know. That's how you're gonna grow. That's how we're gonna learn. We don't grow one sided. You might not agree with what I say, then share what you are thinking. It's like some you watch movies and they say, oh no, we can't do that because if we do that, so and so. Then they say, okay, then share what you think then. What you think we should do? King said, yeah, there was no color at the time. Those children now understand how good they have it. Oh, yes, man. Good. They have it like a 5-star now. Listen, they have everything. Even devices that we couldn't even possibly have as a kid. All of that is running place now here. So we come a long way though, you know. We come a long way in society. You know. The only thing we don't come a long way with is the violence. You know, it's really something else, and that's why we have to pay attention to what starts at home. You know, don't be the parents that because of lawmakers you're gonna be scared to scold your children, but they're gonna scold your children for you. If something happen when they grow older, you gotta stand up. You gotta fight. No, because regardless of anything, it's your children by the end of the day. Even those people who are lawmakers, you think they don't have issues with their own kids? You know, see recently in New York, I think one of those persons there up in law making industry. Don't you see one of their children end up go shoot somebody? So let me tell you something. You think just because they are lawmakers, they don't have their own issues or their own problem or their own family struggles? Sit down there. There's a glass in their house and none in yours. Or sorry, There's a glass in yours that can broke and none in theirs. Listen, everybody have a glass. You hear me? It's when it broke, sometimes you shock. But don't need to shock because that's why they say expect the unexpected. Sometimes when people say expect the unexpected, we wonder what does that mean? Wait and you will see. But there's no need to wait for unexpected. We gotta keep going. If you come, you come. If you don't come, you don't come. You know, fighting in life doesn't mean you have to fight somebody. You know what I mean? And society kind of gone away in some ways. You know, the morals kind of not there no more. You say, Michael, say, like these phones, we had flip phones, and some phones were still attached to a card. Yes, man, those are the life we grew up into. Our parents could listen. I am on our conversation. Yes, I already go to the telephone booth and make a call to say, hey, daddy, I'm coming up there. Hey, mama, so and so. Yes, man, those are the phone. I remember I was at my adopted mother house, sister house, and they get a foreign call, and they don't want nobody to hear their foreign call. This man, we had one of the You remember when anybody Jamaican would know this? When time Cable Wireless, he used to call Cable Wireless. Now we call what do he call now? I don't know what he call now, but he used to call Cable and Wireless. We are Digicel and Cable and Wireless. So one is Lime. Oh, Lime now. I think he called Lime now, but before he used to call Cable and Wireless, which is the Lime phone and your Digicel phone. I remember a man get the phone call, a foreign call. You know, when they get foreign call, and they hide. They don't want, but they don't want anyone to hear the conversation. So this supposed to be the up part of the phone. So when the phone ring, this man don't know how to answer the phone. Hello, hello, and the phone speaker all the way down here, so we bust out laughing. Now he had to let everybody in his business. Before you know one, we laugh and he was on a big rock trying to talk to the people who was calling. I'm telling you. But life is beautiful because of the things we go through. You know what I mean? So when we become survivors of the things we go through, it should make us beautiful because we're an example of the struggles that was. But look at us now. Yeah? The struggles that we face, but look at us now. You know what I mean? Even the persons that you see are being prosecuted now, they go through stuff in life. But as I said, when you don't have people around you to tell you don't do this, don't do that no more, it's hard. As I told you again, I said I had this person there that one of his family member made big headline. And one day after the family member made big headline, I saw the person come over. Come well, I was outside getting ready. I think last year. Yeah, last year, getting ready to go about my business. And I come into that thing there, Michael. And going to my business and I saw the person and I press the button, I open the gate and the person come. And he was just looking at me because I used to encourage that person. Stay out of trouble. I say, you shouldn't be trying to hustle yourself to go back anyway. You should be trying to stay out of trouble. So I'm in my mind, I said, when this person come and looked at me, didn't say anything, just come and he just looked at me. And then they said, where is so and so? I said, right here. Then one come out and present themselves. And say right here, and then we put some I think antifreeze I was putting in my car, and then I locked down the bonnet and go about my business. And it just goes to show that sometimes people don't have to come back and literally open their mouth to say thank you. But they just picture now. You know, when things happen to you, that's when you picture what somebody was saying to you all this time. But you couldn't see it for yourself. You were too blind because of all the things you were washed with. It's like whitewash. You know, whitewash, we used to wash the stones when Christmas time in Jamaica. You know what I mean? But when you fight and get yourself over out of that, you should have enough in you to say thanks. You know? Say thank you, Lord. They think they created this shortening of words. So no, we created that. Yes, man. Acronym been around for a long, long time. A lot of things that you see people are living now, it was then, but because it was a popular, and thanks to social media now, social media kind of shed light on a lot of stuff. And even the people who were living back in the olden days that are on social media now and still strong enough to be on social media, they're sharing sometimes their stories of how they were raised. I watched this content creator from Jamaica, and he was saying that one day he saw his mother knock his sister out. He said he swear to God his mom had knocked his sister out for good. He said he had to go throw some water on his sister. But if it was now, you'd hear, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. You see, we need more people to work with parents, especially when you see they have children. We need more people to work with them. Because you have more people work against parents nowadays than they work with them. You have more people speak badly of children when they look a certain way or so. And they don't even realize sometimes that parents could be as stressed as the kids look. So they just tell the kids, go out just the way you are. They don't care because they themselves don't even care. And that's why we need people who can stand up to help, not trying to shove people that down the rabbit hole that they're already in. They're already in a rabbit hole. Your struggles is already putting you in a rabbit hole. You're already putting you into a ditch. He already put you in a place where you make you feel uncomfortable already. So the last thing you need is somebody to continue put you down in there. And if you don't fight to get out, you will always be in that ditch. You gotta fight to get out, and that's why you gotta have a mind of your own. So when you got a mind of your own, people, when you're learning from others, you can learn to combine your perspective with somebody else's perspective, and that's how you're gonna help to shape your future. You understand? Because you're combining, you're looking at what others said to you and what stood out that you can take and to change your life around or to shift your perspective on life. You know what I mean? The changes. If you hear a lot of people speak nowadays, they said, who motivate you? Who encourage you? Who were you? Who were your, they would probably say idol, or were you imitating? Who did you look up to? And you hear some of these stories and you just say like, what? Don't be shocked. We all look up to somebody, you know? Like these children would not survive when we were children. We had no internet, no games for the longest time. Yes, we didn't have none. We used to have those little box games, the box one with the water thing in there, and you're trying to flip the thing so the things could go on the oh man. Or those games where you could eject the thing in the little things out and put it back in there. You get those on Christmas time. We used to get those games on Christmas time. What do they call them? Actually, my son had one and I tossed it away. I shouldn't have tossed it away because it's no longer good. But I shouldn't have tossed it away. But you see, things that we take for granted are no longer for granted. These things are getting, in a way that it need to be said. It need to be learned. But we're living in a different time now, and that's why we have to even with social media. Because with social media now, anybody can just sit down anywhere in their house, in their room or anything, and we can just do what we want to do. But by the end of the day, that's why I said one of the things, when you reach certain time, we have to still set limit. You know what I mean? As much as we want the support or so, we still have to set certain limit for the children that are going to be there, because sometimes they can be there and parents don't even know that they're not sleeping. You know what I mean? They think, they say, okay, good night, mama, good night, papa. And you would look, did you know they're not sleeping? Next thing you hear, oh, somebody lower them outside. They gone here, they gone there. Now you hear them barely missing in this. So we have to do good. Because we've been through a lot. And being through a lot doesn't mean that you've been through the lot to a point where you feel like no hope, no left for you. You have hope, that's why you're still here. If we're still here, we got hope, right? We're still here. We got hope. No, even though they have a song that sometimes it feel like no hope, no left for me. But we have hope. We're here. We're thankful. We have a mouth that sometimes, I can speak for myself, you have a mouth that sometimes when things not sitting with, they might come out and you rant or you chant and everything. But by the end of the day, you get your point across, and then you can even go replay it back yourself and start to process what you have said. and make better adjustment of the things you have said. You can't take back what you have said. No matter how much apology you go, there is no way of taking back nothing than to make changes moving forward. It's like they say full speed ahead. Go full speed ahead. Keep looking back sometimes, and that's what society is doing with a lot of people now. Having them looking back, looking back. No, they got caught up again, caught up. No solution, just looking back. No sense of direction whatsoever. It's like looking back to those finished. You're already in the plunge. You already take your plunge already. What? And then, and that's why I said, when you have children, it's very hard to point fingers at other people's children. Because you don't know what gonna become of yours. Come on now. I tell you all the time. If people could foresee what gonna happen, even as mothers, when we get conceived, if we could have foreseen that we're gonna have a termite, that thing would have been terminated from day one. It would not come alive. I'm telling you. But it don't work that way. It don't work that way because if everything we see, if we were supposed to work that way, everything we see that is not good for us, we're gonna keep terminating. Then we won't have nothing. You see what I'm saying? We won't have nothing to go off, or we won't have nothing to say. This was what happened, and this is how we get out of it. You don't have nothing, not a good thing. Huh? These kids nowadays really know any manners. Oh, my society caused them to be like that. Sometimes parents themselves can't even say nothing to them. Society caused them to be like that. Take away discipline, take away everything, take away the God, take away everything. So what you get now? Yeah, you get a whole lot of what you didn't want. You know what I mean? I remember one day I take my kids to the doctor and I see an elderly man walking by, and one of them I was calling and he was giving trouble. And that man can be no more than about in his 80s or so. And he said, I still believe in discipline. I said, yes, sir. He said, I still believe in discipline. Trust me, if you walk by an old elderly person, you see your kids give you trouble, they go tell you, I still believe in discipline. He not tell if you take their head off, but he just letting you know he still believe in discipline. And a lot of people scared to discipline their children because they worry about society. I worry about that nosy person who just waiting to die on CPS or anything. I'm telling you something. No weapon form against you directing your children or steering your children in the right direction will, as long as you're not harming them, shall ever prosper. None. Children are in situation where they're going to be hurt or so, yeah. You do what you gotta, but if a child is not harming in no harm's way, there's no need to we then call it God mess with the ants nest. Leave the ants nest where it is. But you have a lot of people, as I said, they don't have nothing else in them but envy for other people and their children. So instead of they trying to say, is there anything we can do to help you? Do you need any help or anything? They're ready to call CPS. And then instead of you think you are doing a good favor, you're not doing good because the person who really needs CPS not getting it. And the person who don't need it, those are the ones being harassed. Because many people, many children they find in a freezer, all these things. Where were those people to stand up and do the right thing then? Nobody was there to stand up. But the children who they can see and hear every day, they will call CPS. And the children they can't see. That's why you go check the welfare check on. Mind you can still see the children and they still being abused or anything, mind you. You know what I mean? So nothing is off limit. But I'm just saying, at least you can see them if you need to zoom up camera and look on them and do everything. You say, I'm going to go to bed. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, have a blessed night. Get somewhere. Yes, I'm going to go to my bed too. I'm not going to stay any longer too. Cause sometimes we chat too much, you see? But it's best to talk. It's best to talk about life and a whole. So other people who are out there looking one-sided, or even if they're not looking one-sided, but they can look at what they are saying and what you are saying and make a difference out of something. That's how you make a difference. It's like finding, okay, you were saying this, even if you don't say you were saying this to me, but you could say, but I was saying this to myself. And you hear somebody say, so now you know that you're on the right track. even if it's not factual information, but no, you know that okay, people that do think like you. They might not think the exact way, but there are people who do understand, you know. So walk good, have a blessed night. Only have one pot left to wash and rinse this cup off, and then that's it for the night. So walk good, family, have a blessed night, and remember to have a mind of your own, because having a mind of your own will also help you. And remember, if you're scared to talk to your friends, that means you're not a friend to your friend. You never should have friends and be scared to say anything to them about how you're feeling about either how they treat others, how they treat themselves, how they do this. You know, be a real friend to your friends. If you see your friends going down a rabbit hole, don't join them and encourage them to continue go down there, because in the end you want to laugh off them going to jail, because you don't know when your story is going to be told. You know, you see their story but you don't see yours. Remember now, don't count other people egg, count yours, so that your blessing can come, and when it come in abundance as well. Okay, and so forth. So keep going, keep pushing, and God bless you all. It's a night. God bless you and your dreams. Yes, God bless each and every one of us, and go. All right, family. Thank you all so much. Bye bye. Have a blessed night. Bye.